It is finally here. Starfield is just around the corner and gamers are eager to get their hands on it and lose themselves in a new Bethesda RPG. I and many others are wondering if Bethesda learned from past mistakes with Fallout 76 or if we are in store for the bug compilations again. Word online from people that have their hands on the game have boasted that they're running into very minimal bugs with this game. Todd Howard also stated that this was their most polished title to date. This is very reassuring to players that are on the fence of giving them their money, but I think that at this point, we are all used to this marketing speak. While unfortunately I don't have a review code to confirm this for sure, I do believe that this game may truly be the Bethesda title that breaks the mold of a buggy game that needs to be fixed by modders, and I have a little bit of information that might point towards that being true. The first point I want to discuss is the current Bethesda ZeniMax performance recently. In this article excerpt, it states that Bethesda games had not done too well compared to the success of Skyrim, which was released in 2010, and Fallout, which was released in 2014. The Doom games were highly successful, but their other titles like Prey and Dishonored seem to do less than stellar. Along with the disaster of Fallout 76, ZeniMax really needs to put out a win here. Now, those other games that weren't doing so well weren't made by the people that made Skyrim and Fallout, and even Fallout 76 was made by a whole new studio. This team is being headed by Todd Howard and by the people that created Fallout 4 and Skyrim. So this is their A team right here. This company seems to put all of its resources and teams behind one title and work on it until it's completely finished. So this could be seen as extra motivation from the team to actually deliver a polished experience, or pressure from the higher ups to make sure that we don't get another Fallout 76 fiasco. The next point I want to make is Microsoft acquiring ZeniMax. This means that Bethesda is now an exclusive Xbox studio, and their games are going to be AAA first-party titles for the console. This puts a completely new expectation on the company, and as unfortunate as this discourse is, the competition within the console community is very heated in the gaming space. With Xbox, they haven't really released anything worthwhile in the recent past. Halo Infinite was supposed to be their flagship Xbox Series X and S title, and it was poorly received by the fans for being rushed out. Even the developers have confirmed that features like Forge Mode were missing from the release because they simply did not have enough time to implement it. Rushing titles before they are ready is a surefire way to ensure that they never succeed. And it's kind of rare for a company to pull a No Man's Sky like maneuver. With No Man's Sky, it was a team of dedicated indie developers that were not being pushed by higher ups to make the next big thing, put more monetization in the game. They had a dream for a game, they ran out of time, they felt bad for what they did, and they put work into it, hoping that it was going to turn into more sales for them, and it somehow worked in their favor. I don't think that a AAA developer is going to go back and make sure that this happens for a game that they rushed out. They're more likely to just scrap it and just move on to the next thing. And we have now the recent Redfall disaster with Xbox, which is another one of a company that ZeniMax had owned. It was smaller than the people that are working on Starfield, but just like with Halo Infinite, the game was poorly received by the fans for a number of optimization issues. Again, a game that was rushed out before it was ready. This might be a little bit disconcerting that it's a ZeniMax company that released an unfinished game. It might be safe to assume that they would do the same thing for Starfield. However, the recent Redfall disaster really put a fire under Xbox, and now they are responsible for all of ZeniMax's messes. Phil Spencer had stated that they need to work better with the developers to ensure something like this doesn't happen again. I believe that he is serious because A continued reputation of releasing half-baked games can lead to less Xbox sales. Think about it. If all the games coming from a particular console were going to be rushed, buggy, and either going to be completely dropped by the developers or take months upon years to actually make the game playable, versus the other console, which takes a little bit more time to release their games, but they're releasing it at a much more polished state, people are going to choose the game console that gives them the better experience. With Gamescom in full swing, it seems like they're really pushing behind Bethesda Starfield to really be Xbox's next flagship title. In this recent article, it states that they view the launch of Starfield as the start of a multi-year relay race of first-party titles. And they kind of gave a list of the future games that were going to be released. The new Forza in 2024, the Hellblade game, Towerborn, which I'm not too familiar with, and Avowed, which is from the people that made Fallout New Vegas and The Outer Worlds. So the marketing directors are really behind this game and wanting it to succeed. And again, this could be seen as marketing speak. They could obviously, this is their property. They're going to say they want to succeed no matter what, even if it's going to be rushed. But I believe that they wouldn't put it in their listing of first party titles if they didn't know a little bit behind the scenes how well the game was going to perform. In my opinion, this information right here is very clearly telling that we might just be getting a polished game, because if it was going to be very buggy and unfinished, they might want to sweep it under the rug or talk about some of their other titles that are going to be up and coming. So as it stands right now, there are a lot of eyes on Bethesda and now Xbox to really deliver a great title here. Whether it's people genuinely interested in picking up the game or those that want to play into the discourse that will inevitably ensue should this game fail. There's a lot of pressure on them here to deliver that great experience. From what we've seen from the marketing of this game, this team feels dedicated behind their project, and they probably want to restore some confidence in their brand that they still can deliver a complete, fun, and engaging experience to the players. And if early impressions are anything to go by, we may be on the verge of a new beginning for Bethesda with Xbox. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that bugs are inevitable with Bethesda games, or do you think the rumors on Twitter are true? Do you think we're actually going to get an unbuggy mess that we're not going to be able to make bug compilations on? I'm excited to continue this discussion in the comments down below. Thank you all for checking out this video, and I'll see you in the next one.